from the 40. They'll run here on first down. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
2nd and 10 now. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead right away. Cam Little to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. From the 38. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Look into the air here. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 47. Has him on the quick hitter. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Working inside the red zone. And that's a Washington touchdown. Kicking team out to try the extra point. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Commanders start off well to tie things 7-7. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing. He's got it over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second and 8. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did.
Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long. The Eagles are in punt formation. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. He'll throw it. He's going deep. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
Read and react. Read and react. Read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Escapes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So no return on that punt. And the Eagles will take possession. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They'll throw it. Collins there to grab it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Finding Collins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
first. Complete out to the right side. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Landover right after this. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. Throwing from the gun. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So now from further back, another try at first and goal. Shotgun snap. Look, coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Commanders pick this one up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Brought in by Ford. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
To throw here on first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. He'll throw it yet again. That one's incomplete over the middle. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throwing on 3rd and long. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. To the air, 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They're set up at the 35 now. Back to pass on 1st and 10. They're on it. That's intercepted. And the Commanders take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. He's going to throw this one. Short pass brought in. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
To throw it on 1st down. Finds a seam down the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field. That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They are throwing it again. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Eagles get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Another carry for him. And he's brought down for a loss. Third and a lone yard coming up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You're not going to see it in the box score, Kate, at the end of the game, but that was some high-quality zone coverage right there. Great design. Tremendous communication. Everybody trusting one another, and it allowed them to just collapse that pocket and finally get home.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. A good pickup of 8 yards, but still more than that. 9 to go now on 3rd down. They're throwing it. He's on the move. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Commanders might be able to get some points late after the interception.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was a practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. And a stumble coming out of the locker room at halftime as the kick goes out of bounds, Brock. So our first drive of the half is going to begin all the way up at the 40. First and 10 from the 41. Running it after the penalty. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
Pass play on first and 10. It's complete to Ford. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
The give here on second. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
First down, ball at the 36. Setting up a throw. Has it downfield working the left. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. 16 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
That is what elite offense